Halloween night descended upon the quiet town of Hollow Grove, casting eerie shadows upon the cobblestone streets. Little did the townsfolk know, this Halloween would be unlike any other, as a malevolent force awakened, thirsting for the fear that Halloween night brought. A mysterious carnival arrived at the outskirts of Hollow Grove, its flickering lights and haunting melodies drawing curious townsfolk. Unbeknownst to them, the carnival harbored dark secrets, and those who entered its gates would soon find themselves entangled in a nightmare. The carnival's enigmatic ringmaster, a tall figure cloaked in shadows, welcomed the visitors with a chilling smile. His eyes glowed with an otherworldly intensity, and his voice resonated like a distant echo. Those who looked into his eyes felt a shiver crawl down their spines, sensing the hidden malevolence. Children and adults alike were lured to the carousel, its painted horses frozen in expressions of eternal torment. As the carousel spun, the riders' faces contorted into expressions of terror. No matter how hard they screamed, their voices were drowned out by the carnival's macabre melody. Inside the carnival, a haunted house of mirrors distorted reality, trapping unsuspecting visitors in a maze of reflections. The mirrors whispered twisted truths and false promises, driving those trapped within to the brink of madness. Escape seemed impossible as the distorted reflections mocked their every move. A mysterious fortune teller, her eyes obscured by a veil, offered cryptic readings to the curious townsfolk. Each prediction turned into a horrifying reality, as if her words had the power to shape fate itself. Fears spread like wildfire, and the once skeptical townsfolk now feared the carnival and its ominous prophecies. In the heart of Hollow Grove, a pumpkin patch grew wild with monstrous gourds. Each pumpkin bore a sinister grin, its jagged teeth promising a malevolent fate. Those who ventured too close found themselves ensnared by creeping vines, dragged into the depths of the patch, never to be seen again. Whispers of an ancient legend filled the air, a tale of Samhain, the spirit of Halloween. It was said that Samhain sought to blend the worlds of the living and the dead, bringing chaos to the mortal realm. The townsfolk grew increasingly paranoid, fearing that Samhain's presence was the cause of the town's descent into darkness. As Halloween night fell, shadowy figures roamed the streets of Hollow Grove. These spectral visitors whispered curses and omens, their voices chilling the hearts of those who heard them. Each whispered word sowed discord and fear, turning neighbor against neighbor in a frenzy of paranoia. A group of brave townsfolk, determined to end the curse that had befallen their town, gathered at the stroke of midnight. Armed with ancient texts and symbols, they performed a ritual in an attempt to banish Samhain and the malevolent carnival from their midst. The air crackled with magic as they chanted the incantations, hoping for salvation. However, the ritual went awry, and instead of banishing Samhain, the townsfolk unwittingly strengthened his power. The very ground trembled beneath them as the malevolent force grew stronger, feeding on their fear and desperation. Samhain's laughter echoed through the night, a sound that sent chills down the spines of all who heard it. Realizing the magnitude of their mistake, the townsfolk fled the ritual site, pursued by the vengeful spirits they had unwittingly unleashed. Their breaths came in ragged gasps as they ran through the twisted streets of Hollow Grove, pursued by shadows and the malevolent carnival's spectral performers. Desperation led them to a long-forgotten pact made by their ancestors with Samhain. In a last-ditch effort, they considered the unthinkable, a sacrifice to appease the vengeful spirit. The townsfolk chose a young woman, marked by fate, and prepared for a grim ritual, hoping that her sacrifice would save the town. The chosen young woman, Amelia, faced her fate with courage, volunteering to be the sacrificial offering. As the ritual commenced, she chanted ancient words, her voice unwavering. The ground shook, and a vortex of energy surrounded her, pulling her into the spirit realm where she would confront Samhain himself. In the spirit realm, Amelia confronted Samhain, her spirit glowing with a fierce determination. Their battle was one of wills, each trying to overpower the other. Amelia drew upon her inner strength and the love she held for her town, while Samhain harnessed the fear that permeated the air. Amelia's bravery and determination proved stronger than Samhain's malevolence. With a blinding burst of light, she banished the vengeful spirit, breaking the curse that had plagued Hollow Grove. The carnival's lights flickered and died, and the shadowy figures vanished, leaving the town in a profound, eerie silence. Although the town was saved, the sacrifice weighed heavily on the hearts of the townsfolk. Amelia, their tragic heroine, was mourned as a savior. Her name became a symbol of courage, her story passed down through generations as a reminder of the lengths one could go to protect the ones they loved. Years passed, and the memory of that fateful Halloween night haunted the town. Some claimed to still hear Amelia's voice on the wind, a reassuring presence watching over them. Others swore they saw her in their dreams, her spirit smiling gently, her sacrifice ensuring the safety of the town she loved. Hollow Grove regained a semblance of peace, but the memories of that Halloween night lingered, casting a shadow over future celebrations. Halloween became a solemn occasion, a time of remembrance for the brave souls who had faced the darkness and emerged victorious. With time, the town began to heal, families flourished, and laughter returned to the streets of Hollow Grove. The town became a symbol of resilience, its people bound together by the shared memory of the tragedy they had overcome. The carnival grounds, once filled with malevolence, became a forbidden place. The townsfolk avoided it at all costs, warning their children about the dangers that lurked within. The once mysterious carnival now stood as a decaying relic, a reminder of the horrors the town had faced. In the years that followed, paranormal investigators were drawn to the legend of Hollow Grove. Intrigued by the town's dark history, they ventured into the forbidden carnival grounds, hoping to uncover the truth behind the haunting. Some disappeared without a trace, their fate a chilling mystery. Artifacts from the carnival found their way into the hands of collectors, each item carrying a piece of the malevolence that had once plagued Hollow Grove. Those who possessed these cursed relics experienced strange occurrences, whispers in the night, ghostly apparitions, and an unshakable sense of dread. On Halloween nights, a ghostly parade of carnival performers emerged from the shadows. Led by a spectral ringmaster, they wandered the streets of Hollow Grove, their ethereal forms illuminating the darkness. The townsfolk watched in awe and fear, knowing that the spirits of the carnival still roamed. A grand manor at the outskirts of town became a focal point of paranormal activity. Some claimed it was the residence of the carnival's enigmatic ringmaster, his spirit lingering in the halls. Brave souls ventured inside, seeking answers, only to be met with poltergeist activity and terrifying apparitions. As the decades passed, the town's vigilance waned, and with it, the strength of the seal that had kept Samhain at bay. The vengeful spirit began to stir once more, his presence felt in the creeping shadows and the malevolent whispers that echoed through the night. A group of thrill-seekers, unaware of the town's dark history, stumbled upon an ancient ritual that could awaken Samhain. Drawn by the promise of power, they performed the ritual, believing it to be a mere Halloween prank. Little did they know, their actions would unleash a wave of terror upon Hollow Grove. The townsfolk, realizing the curse had returned, frantically searched for a way to banish Samhain once and for all. They scoured ancient texts, consulted wise elders, and performed rituals of protection, hoping to find a solution before it was too late. In their desperation, the townsfolk sought out the spirit of Amelia, hoping for her guidance. In a sacred ritual, they called upon her, and she appeared, her ethereal form radiating a gentle light. She revealed that Samhain could only be stopped if someone willingly offered themselves to him. A sacrifice to bind the spirit once more. A brave young man named Ethan volunteered for the sacrifice. He faced Samhain with unwavering courage, offering himself in exchange for the town's safety. The ritual began, the air pulsating with ancient magic as Ethan's bravery clashed with Samhain's malevolence. In the spirit realm, Ethan confronted Samhain, his spirit ablaze with determination. The battle that ensued was fierce, but Ethan's sacrifice infused him with an otherworldly strength. He fought valiantly, his every move fueled by the love he held for Hollow Grove and its people. With a final surge of strength, Ethan overpowered Samhain. The vengeful spirit let out a deafening scream as he was banished, his power consumed by Ethan's sacrifice. The town of Hollow Grove was saved once more, its people owing their lives to the bravery of a young hero. Hollow Grove mourned the loss of Ethan, their brave protector. Yet, amidst their sorrow, they were filled with gratitude for his sacrifice. His name joined the ranks of legends, his story a beacon of hope for future generations. Halloween night became a night of remembrance, honoring the hero who had saved their town. The town remained vigilant, knowing that the forces of darkness could never be fully extinguished. The memory of Ethan's sacrifice served as a reminder that even in the face of unimaginable evil, there would always be heroes willing to stand up and fight for the safety of others. In the years that followed, the town of Hollow Grove prospered, its people bound together by an unbreakable bond forged in the crucible of darkness. The spirits of Amelia and Ethan watched over them, their presence felt in the gentle rustle of leaves and the warmth of the sun's rays. The town stood as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, a beacon of light in the face of the unknown. In the generations that followed, the knowledge of the town's history was passed down from parent to child, creating a lineage of guardians. Families held secret ceremonies, ensuring that the ancient rituals and protective symbols remained intact. Each guardian understood the weight of their responsibility, protecting Hollow Grove from the shadows that lingered at its edges. Despite the warnings, the young and curious were always drawn to the edges of the carnival grounds, their adventurous spirits pushing them closer to the forbidden territory. Whispers of the carnival's eerie past fueled their imaginations, and late at night, they would gather, daring each other to step beyond the boundary. One fateful Halloween night, a group of teenagers, intoxicated by the thrill of fear, ventured into the carnival grounds. Unbeknownst to them, their presence rekindled the dormant energies of the cursed place. The carnival flickered to life, its eerie lights illuminating the night, and the spirits of long-forgotten performers awakened from their slumber. The ghostly performers, once trapped in a spectral limbo, now roamed freely. Their movements were graceful yet haunting, their laughter echoing through the night. The teenagers, initially amused, soon found themselves entangled in a sinister dance, unable to break free from the carnival's supernatural grip. Word of the teenagers' disappearance spread like wildfire, reaching the ears of the town's elders. Fear gripped the hearts of the guardians as they recognized the signs, an awakening of the curse. They convened in a solemn meeting, their faces etched with worry, deciding to venture into the carnival grounds themselves to rescue the youths. As the guardians entered the carnival grounds, they were greeted by the haunting melody of the carousel. Its horses, once frozen in torment, now galloped with a frenzied energy. The guardians braved the cursed ride, hoping to find a clue that would lead them to the missing teenagers. Following the trail of ghostly laughter, the guardians ventured into the haunted House of Mirrors. The mirrors, once mere reflections, now housed trapped spirits, their anguished faces pleading for release. The guardians pressed forward, determined to free both the lost souls and the teenagers from the carnival's clutches. Amidst the maze of mirrors, the guardians encountered the spirit of Amelia, her presence calming the restless souls. She shared her knowledge, guiding the guardians deeper into the maze. With her guidance, they found a way to break the carnival's hold on the teenagers, urging them to confront their fear and find the strength to escape. The guardians, armed with newfound determination, confronted the malevolent spirit that had awakened the carnival's curse. A fierce battle ensued, ancient spells clashing with dark energies. The fate of the town hung in the balance as the guardians fought bravely, their love for Hollow Grove fueling their resolve. With a collective surge of power, the guardians chanted the ancient incantation, weaving their voices into a barrier of light. The malevolent spirit shrieked in agony as it was trapped within the magical barrier. The carnival flickered one last time before dissipating into the night, leaving behind only an empty field. Hollow Grove was saved once again, its guardians hailed as heroes. The town's elders, now weary but wise, reinforced the ancient rituals, ensuring that the carnival's curse would never return. The tale of the brave guardians and their victory became a part of the town's lore, a cautionary tale for future generations. The story of Hollow Grove and its battles against darkness lived on, becoming a symbol of resilience and unity. Visitors to the town marveled at its quaint charm, unaware of the supernatural threats it had faced. The town's residents, though scared by the memories, stood strong, their bond unbreakable in the face of any adversity. Every Halloween night, the town's guardians gathered at the carnival grounds, their eyes watchful and determined. They stood in a circle, chanting protective spells and ensuring that the barrier remained intact. Their vigilance became a tradition, a reminder of the town's enduring spirit and the sacrifices made to protect it. Amelia's spirit, now at peace, watched over the town with a sense of gratitude. She had found solace in knowing that her sacrifice had not been in vain, that the town she loved was safe. Her ethereal presence occasionally graced the town, a gentle breeze or a fleeting whisper, a reminder of the bravery that had saved Hollow Grove. As the years passed, Halloween night remained eternal in the hearts of the townsfolk. The night sky glowed with an otherworldly light, a testament to the enduring magic of Hollow Grove. The spirits of the carnival performers, once restless, found peace in the town's embrace, their laughter now a part of the gentle wind that rustled the leaves. Hollow Grove's story became a timeless tale, whispered by parents to their children, a reminder of the town's unwavering spirit. The bond between the living and the departed, the bravery of the guardians, and the enduring legacy of courage and sacrifice became the town's legacy, a legacy that would never fade, even as the years turned into centuries.